everybody to another beautiful day. Although it's cloudy, it is still gorgeous in my opinion. So today I'm gonna take you guys along with me to get my bike serviced. In a previous episode, you guys probably saw me getting stuck at a gas station, and I think it was due to my battery discharging at a pretty low level. So what I ended up doing was I ended up charging it with one of my trickle chargers, and I think it's okay now because it's starting up without a problem. So I'm gonna get my battery checked out, and in addition I'm gonna get my oil and filter service completed too as well. It's quite important to keep up with your bike's maintenance to keep it performing top notch. But I don't think you guys need reminding. I'm also going to give you guys a tour of my favorite dealership, my go-to pretty much for everything BMW motorbike related. And if any of you guys fancy a new motorbike, go see Ruth at West Valley Cycle Sales. And by the way, I am not sponsored by this dealership at all. I just recommend them because they do excellent service and they have so many beautiful bikes in their inventory to try out. I just hope I don't get rained on today because the weather report showed that it's not supposed to rain.
I got a bad feeling about this.
But we all know how accurate they are. But anyways, a couple of nights ago, I was invited to BMW's unveiling of the 2020 Concept R18. And I'm gonna roll that footage for you guys right now. Well, here we have it, behind all the glitz and glamour, flannel shirts, ripped skinny jeans, and retro helmets that our beautifully overpriced city is known for. This is BMW's Concept R18. For some reason, I found myself bound to it like a red Loctite on the strip cylinder head bolt, and that's just the case. Gone are the days of going to the swap meet and praying to the bike gods that you'll find what you need. Or is it? It's obvious what BMW has done here. And while the built not bought crowd screams in agony, your doctor or lawyer has the flannel ready to go when this is released. Okay, enough of the stereotypes. At first glance, you'll notice BMW's iconic horizontally opposed twin-cylinder heads, but a closer look indicates a larger engine. 1800 cc's of air-cooled boxer goodness delineated by the R18 badging. Hey, at least they kept it air-cooled. I mean, who would want a big-ass radiator to cover up this engine anyways? Can you imagine this engine in an R9T? Anything's possible if there's a demand, right? Speaking of R9Ts, I didn't ride to this event. I'll explain why in my moto vlog. Sorry for the digression. Now back to the R18. Okay, let's talk specs. From what I've gathered, the engine pumps out 90 horsepower peaking at 4,750 RPM and redlining at 5,750 RPM. It has 117 foot-pounds of torque at 3,000 RPM. Just enough to escape a sleeping Tesla driver on autopilot and a Prius driver texting on their bedazzled phone. My favorite part about this bike are the controls and reservoirs, or lack of. I hope this makes it to production. And the levers, I don't know how I feel about it yet. Part of what makes this appealing to me is its aesthetic reminiscent of my flannel-wearing Harley-Davidson chopper days. I still have dreams of my incompliant, over-revving, piercing exhaust notes while lane splitting in LA traffic. But let's keep it real. We need to in this city. Oh, and vintage Firestone tires in the rain and through canyons? I still have nightmares about that. In retrospect, I feel the R18 will be a good fit for the city. Harley-Davidson is gonna have a handful when this is released. In market share loss, that is. So to sum up the night, I enjoyed the company of my wife, good friends, Jack Daniels, and Boris on bikes, who I finally met after several years of stalking. All jokes aside, go check out his channel, you won't regret it. And don't tell him sidestands sent you, because he might start uploading again. Big shout to House of the Machines for hosting this event. Anyways, let's jump back on my bike and check out my favorite dealership, and I hope I don't get rained on. I didn't end up riding my bike that night because I wanted to bring my wife with me. Also, my bike needed service, on top of the battery issues that I was currently dealing with. Alright, let's give you guys a tour, and there's Ruth right there. How are you? Oh, it's so good to see you. This is Ruth. You guys, come see her. We're on right now.
Oh well, hi everybody.
Family owned, right? And you guys been around since?
BMW since 1963.
1963. Oldest in the US. Oh, that's something right there. Guys, come visit her. Tell her Sidestand sent you, and give her a big hug for me. Alright guys, service is done, and the weather took a turn, obviously. This is not the first time that I've ridden in rain. It's the first for this bike, but I've ridden in rain in a lot worse conditions, with crappy tires, just sliding all over the place. Well, it happens, and you can't mess with Mother Nature. Oh, it looks like I'll be getting a bike wash today. It doesn't rain often in LA, but when it does, I'm riding. Stock tires are pretty good in the rain. Can't complain too much. That's the wonders of traction control. It's nice having traction control. That means I can ride in the rain all day. Not that I would.
Nope.
So what was really cool, while I was getting my bike serviced, another guy came in to get his bike scheduled, and he happened to be a subscriber. You probably just saw him on my B-roll. He's the guy with the sweet looking R19 racer. I don't run into subscribers much, so I thought that was really cool. I can't wait till my dealership gets the R18. I'm gonna give that a nice sweet test ride. This is gonna be BMW's first bobber on the market. I think they're gonna take some sales away from Harley. Woo! I'm getting a nice bike wash, yeah! This is actually kind of fun. I enjoy the rain. Well guys, I hope you enjoyed today's short ride. And if you did, do like, comment, and subscribe. And as always, be sure to keep those side stands up. Peace!